over there. It's so beautiful. Still cold.
Well, it's going up little by little. It's in 69 now. It was in 63 before, so it looks like
Okay. Good.
that with the reprogramming, the heating is picking
Yeah.
up slowly, but I suppose that by the end of the day,
Yeah, that's
it
what I was
reaches.
wondering. I was wondering if they had different zones, if all of the zones got reprogrammed.
Yeah, I changed the
Gloria?
filter
Yes.
and
J,
J?
light G. Light,
Like,
extra light.
oh,
G.
hi.
G, easy. G.
Oh, okay.
J, light G.
J like G.
Exactly.
J like G.
Gloria. Nice to meet you.
Got it.
Okay, so we are going to start with a couple of minutes meditation like always.
Dressed for the Arctic Circle, I think.
Open your eyes slowly. Namaste. So, we are going to learn now and practice meditation with mantra. And the way we are going to do it, we are going to do the chant and then we are going to meditate with the mantra. But first I'm going to explain how this meditation is particularly for both of you, because you did it once only. That meditation only once?
No, a few times.
A few times.
A while back, about a year or so.
Right, okay. In any case, I'm going to explain you the essence of mantra meditation. Well, to begin with, the mantra that we are going to use today is a preparatory mantra, which means that it's not your final mantra. It's just to learn how to use a mantra, but not the mantra that you would use in your meditation in the future. The individual mantra is a sound. It's just, for you to imagine the individual mantra, your individual mantra could be something like patatim, patatim, just for you to have an idea. It is a sound, not a word with a meaning in any language. Second, the individual mantra is a little bit like, if you look at how the Eastern, classical Eastern philosophy looks at manifestation, the concept they have is not a concept that, for example, in the Western world, they have used us to, because we have been used to the idea of a creator God, a God that creates the world. That is what has been in the Western world the kind of dominating idea until the illustration that science comes and and says, well, it could be just a manifestation, which is the proposition that is dominant in Eastern philosophies, the concept of manifestation. The manifestation, i.e. this universe, comes from the manifestor, but that's a natural process. It is not that the manifestor wills to, it's like, which is not the word God, which would be Brahman, for example. It is the sound Om, is usually translated as God, because it refers to that vibration from which everything came about. That is a similar approximation as science could have today, because a vibration at the end of the day is a mathematical formula. Any vibration, you can write it in mathematics. So when you say that E equals mc squared is the essence, the vibration from which everything came about, you are basically saying that. In fact, in the Big Bang theory, the most, the most accepted theory about how the Big Bang came about, and in fact, they gave a Nobel Prize this last year to these physics that had measured the gravitational waves, which is what the theory predicts that happened at the first moment, that there was a shake in the space-time, and this shake in the space-time, this vibration in the space-time, generated this vibration in the gravitatory field that made some hydrogen atoms stick together, more together than others, and so the stars were formed and everything, because if not, the Big Bang would have expanded uniformly. And if it would have expanded uniformly, well, the universe would be a lot of hydrogen atoms in equilibrium. There would not be stars, planets, people. For all these, let's say, variations to happen, you had to produce at the beginning a vibration. And in fact, if you look at the pictures of that, at the vibration of this field, the data they obtained and that they published in Nature, it's something that does like this. So it's a something that opens and closes. So it's like painting an Om, you know, because Om opens and closes. So, in the same way that from that first vibration, Om, everything came about, so in that vibration, kind of it's inherent what happened afterwards, so it is somehow written in that vibration. The rest, it's like the seed from where the tree arises. The individual mantra is the same, is the sound. The first thing that happens is the vibration, the first vibration that happens before you become to existence. And your existence is somehow a consequence of that vibration. So that you can understand this although I will get into that tonight, so I'm not going to get into that now, I will explain it tonight. But the personal mantra, which is the mantra that you have to use eventually. To use the personal mantra, you need to practice a little bit with the preparatory mantra for about 6 to 8 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks. You know, if we can arrange so that you get your mantra before I leave to Madrid in December. Before you get the personal mantra, you have to learn to use a mantra. And the usage of a mantra is based on the following thing. You sit down. Instead of putting your attention in your breathing, you are going to put your attention in the sound of your voice. And the sound of your voice is going to repeat the mantra. When it's your personal mantra, it will be a sound. The preparatory mantra that we are going to use is a word in Sanskrit. So it is a word in Sanskrit that doesn't mean anything to you. But so that you understand how you use a mantra, for example, if you close your eyes now and you start repeating mentally, the wall is white, do it now, close your eyes and start repeating mentally, the wall is white. And bring your attention to listen how your voice sounds inside your head when it is repeating, the wall is white. And play with that. Try to listen your voice, the different tones of your voice, the speed with which you are repeating it. Just keep repeating, the wall is white, but put your attention not in repeating the wall is white, but in listening to the sound of your voice inside your head, repeating the wall is white. And allow all variations. But try to listen, how does your voice sound inside your head when it's mentally repeating, the wall is white.
Are you saying the wall or the world?
The wall, the wall.
The world.
No, the wall.
The wall.
That wall. But don't think about the meaning. Just try to listen to the sound of your voice repeating that word. Okay, stop and open your eyes. Now, have you realized that you are able to listen how your voice sounds inside your head? Have you realized that? No?
Are we saying this out loud or an act?
No. You were able to listen to the sound of your voice, of course you were able also, you've already done it. No. Look, it is like when you have a song in your head that you can listen it, but you are not, but you are listening because it's a song, right? So it is like when you speak mentally, verbally, somehow there is a sound of your voice. In fact, your mental thoughts, your voice, if you put the attention in the sound of your voice when it's thinking mentally, you will realize very, very easily that your voice sounds differently. So sometimes you are speaking like this, and like a stupid little boy. And sometimes you are speaking from a more deeper place, and the voice inside your head changes, right? So as if you were a little boy when you played with your imagination, you just start repeating mentally, the wall is white, and just listen to your voice and allow all the changes in your voice. You can even try how different your voice can sound repeating the wall is white. You can repeat it mentally very slowly and then more quickly. You just let your attention be drawn to the sound of your voice repeating the wall is white, right? So let's do it again. So we close our eyes and we repeat mentally the wall is white, putting the attention in that, in the sound of our voice repeating the wall is white. Stop and open your eyes. Right, now you can see, you know that you can listen your voice saying the wall is white, the wall is white, the wall is white. You can listen all the different tones, and if you let go, you know the voice, and you put your attention in the sound, it starts changing by itself, and you use that as your object of attention. Now, if we used a mantra that meant something to you, like for example, the wall is white, you would end up thinking about white walls, because you are repeating this, and it would extract from your memory those kind of thoughts. So that's why we are going to use a mantra that, although it has a meaning, and I'm going to tell you the meaning of the mantra, it doesn't mean anything in your memory or anything especially particular in your memory. And all preparatory mantras make reference to loving things, to things that you know you love, that to the divine somehow. Why? Because when you are listening to the sound of your voice, you are listening with something within you, within your mind, that is associated with your eye. And this eye has, a superficial level, and those are the voices that are more like a teenager voice or a toddler, or as we were speaking during our lunch, or one of these politicians that, speak in that, or it can, little by little go to a more, and there is a voice which is your true voice. In fact, when you are in front of a decision or a choice in your life of any kind, we always try to find what our real I really wants, because we really don't know. And that real I is the I that speaks with that voice which is more our voice. Well, that real I, that connects you with that real I is the personal mantra. But in the meantime, we use a general mantra that somehow refers to the divine qualities. Because the real I is the divine within you. Is it up there?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay. So we are going to use a mantra which is Guru Raj Ananda. Now the meaning of this mantra is Ananda it is difficult to translate because there is not a word like Ananda in English or in Spanish. But it has to do with unconditional love, but not as a concept, but as the feeling of unconditional love. So it could be translated by bliss, for example, but it is speaking of that feeling, that energy that one feels when he is experiencing unconditional love, which means that you are like the sun, that you send your rays in every direction, not asking to whom they are coming, no? So you shine to a rose and you shine, to the bullshit also, with the same strength. To the rose and to the bullshit. To the rose you open it and you extract the fragrance, and to the bullshit you dry it out. So, you know, in a natural way, it does its job. So that's unconditional love. You understand that concept of unconditional love, you know, and although it's not a common experience, because, you know, we are more, our experience is more in I love you because of your beautiful eyes, or whatever the case might be. But if you do that, I don't love you. So it's not unconditional love. So Ananda, we could translate it like unconditional love, or the energy that I feel when unconditional love is the feeling, the dominant feeling in me, right? Raj means king, like, you know, the Raja of Kapurthala, you know, a Raja, a king. And Gu and Du means light and darkness. So what this mantra means is unconditional love, or that bliss, Ananda, is the king that leads me from darkness to light. So this is basically what you are saying, but I tell you so that you know what it means in Sanskrit. It makes reference to that Ananda which is in your heart, which is your king, in the sense that when that becomes your king, it leads you from darkness to light. So that is what you would be saying in Sanskrit. But the important thing of the preparatory mantra is that you consider it a sound that is going to connect you with your real self, which will be your personal mantra, which is, personal means that everybody has a singular mantra. So a singular vibration, particular vibration. We could say, you know, that in the little universe that every human being is, you know, the first thing that happened so that you as a human being exist was that sound. From that sound comes all the path that goes from the Big Bang to you, because you somehow are a result of that Big Bang. You know, if you start pulling at the string where your parents are, you know, you pull the string, your parents pull the string, the parents of your parents pull the string, the parents of your parents, and you continue pulling that string, you inevitably arrive to the Big Bang, because you know there are always parents, so you will do the path of evolution backwards, you know, and then you will come, but it's all your family, and you continue going backwards, and if you keep pulling, you arrive to the first cells, but they came from some bacteria that came from these molecules, and those molecules were generated in the stars, and the stars came from the Big Bang. So at the end, in the same way that that vibration generated this universe, that singular vibration generated the path that goes from the Big Bang to you, which is an individual path. There's another one that goes from the Big Bang to me, and it's another individual path, and the same, and the same. So that's the individual mantra. In the case of the individual mantra, it doesn't have a meaning, although you could even say that it means I am, because that sound is your most inner, in-depth sound, the vibration from which every thought arises. You know, the vibration from which all your expression arises. That's the personal mantra. And the preparatory mantra is a mantra that somehow points to that heart, which is where that vibration resides. So that's why we use this one. Ananda, that bliss within, that capability that every human being has to love unconditionally, which is inherent within you, although, you know, occluded by the little I, that little identity that wakes in the morning, and that is your king, that is the one to whom you surrender or you submit, you know, because he will lead you from the darkness generated by the cloud of the little I to the light of love. Because when you love, you have light. You can only understand what you love. You don't understand what you don't love. To understand something, you have to love it. I mean, Einstein, to understand this world, he had to love it. He had to love mathematics to understand mathematics. You need to love something to understand it. So love is the light that brings you any understanding of any sort. So, and that light comes from within. It's not outside you, it's a power which is inside you. So what we are going to do is we are going to do the chant, the Aim Krim Krim. You know the chant, right? Just 2 notes about the chant. The important thing in the chant is to observe yourself doing the chant. And it's important that you keep the pace of breathing. It's a pranayama mantra, so you breathe in, Aim Krim Krim Chamandaya Viche Che, you breathe out. Breathe in, Aim Krim Krim Chamandaya Viche Che, Che, breathe out. So this will make us, all of us will be breathing at the same time, at the same rhythm. Somehow will interconnect us. While you are doing the Aim Krim Krim, basically you are observing yourself. You are observing how the mouth moves, physical sensations, the movement of your vocal cords, the movement of your breathing. You simply observe yourself repeating the mantra. I start more slowly, then I go more quickly, then I go more slowly again. The last one is very slow. So you do a big breath, Aim Krim Krim Chamundaye Viche Che. You take all the air out and you just leave your breath alone. You leave your breath alone, breathing will nearly stop. So you just stay there in that quietude where breathing nearly stops. Then I start another round. We will do like that 3 rounds. And when I finish, I will start repeating the mantra, Guru Rajananda, first in a loud voice, and little by little more quietly till you stop listening to me. Once you stop listening to me, you simply keep doing your mantra mentally, as we have done the world is white, putting your attention in the voice, allowing all the changes, and you only react when in your consciousness appears the thought, I've lost contact with the mantra, because suddenly you might get, you might go to do the shopping, to Stop and Shop or whatever the case, no? So if your mind lose contact with the mantra, you bring your attention, you leave wherever your mind was, you leave it, and you bring back your attention, you introduce the repetition of the mantra, and you bring back your attention to listening your voice repeating the mantra, allowing all the changes. The mantra could become a sensation, the mantra is there. Not even, you are not neither repeating it, neither listening to it, but you have the sensation, the vibration, a subtle vibration. So the mantra becomes more and more subtle little by little. While you have consciousness of its appearance, that's it. You just let yourself look at all the variations of that chimney. You only react to that thought, to the thought. When the thought arises in your mind, I am not conscious of the mantra. But till that thought arises means that you are conscious of the mantra, one way or another. Put your attention always in listening your voice and allow all the changes in your voice. You can suddenly repeat it very slowly or suddenly very quickly. It can get in the rhythm of, like in the rhythm of breathing, or it can become like a pulsation with the heart. Just allow all the changes that happen. While you are doing the mantra, I will get in your back and I will do you a healing. I will be touching points basically of your this and your head. Any sensation that you have or things like that, you just let go of everything. You just concentrate in the sound of your voice repeating your mantra. Consider every sensation or any other thing that appears to you like another appearance that appears and disappears, because you will be just repeating the preparatory mantra and putting your attention in the sound of your voice and allowing your voice to change and the mantra to change in any way or form, but in a playful way also, without getting too serious about it. Just letting it happen, right? Right? Understood? Well, already. You have a meeting at 4.
Yes.
So maybe, you can just stay here, and when you see that the person arrives, who is coming at 4? Nancy, the friend of Donna.
Yes.
Right. So I imagine she will come through that door.
Right.
Well, you just be aware, because
Okay,
I
sure.
will be with this.
Okay,
Right.
sure. Yeah, very good.
I have one quick question. Is it Guru Rajananda or just Ananda?
Guru Rachananda, the whole thing. Guru Rachananda. And I need to. I don't like these ones. No. Let me go for mine, my mother.
We enjoy the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Last weekend. I don't remember the White Plains.
Excuse me?
White Plains
Mhm.
Meditation Society. Yes. You are a member of that group?
Meryl's.
Meryl's
Yeah.
group. Ah, yeah.
Have you been there?
No, but I met Anna,
Mm-hmm.
right? So she
Mm.
let's see, I met Jane.
Mm-hmm.
El chant y el mantra, pues acompáñame.
I don't need Abby, but
Mejor, está mejorando. ¿Dónde? ¿En qué manos?
is that
Manos no, porque no
she's from Russia?
pero de verdad,
She was here
Ah.
yesterday.
Oh, she's
Pero
Russian.
bueno, está mejorando, pero sigue habiendo frío.
And
Oh, so you were at Merle's house?
no, actually, I wasn't. But when I was young, last.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see.
Oh, Monica, hey, how are you?
Para nada, se ve ya, no sé.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Hello, hello.
Pero...
How you been?
Es que ya.
Good, good. Oh, thank you.
Venga, Ramón, venga aquí. Fíjate, a dormir.
So where do you do your meditation?
Well, I
Okay. By yourself.
Yeah, but a long time ago, when I was
No, pero tú siéntate a meditar.
Sí, con una manta.
Oh.
Okay, if you need to go to the toilet or something, now's the moment. No?
No, at the moment. At this moment.
I need it, so that's why. Look, here, that's your... Nancy is there.
Oh, Nancy's there. Okay, good timing, huh? Yeah.
Good timing,
Good,
yeah.
good. Okay.
So, you take care?
I'll take care of this. Hello, Ramirez. Hi, Nancy. Nice to meet you. So, let's see now.
Román, ¿vas a necesitar que chequear la calefacción? ¿Verdad, Chris? ¿Vas a necesitar
Sí,
que-
sí que me
¿A qué
gustaría de
horas?
todas maneras.
¿A qué horas quieres? ¿A qué horas vas?
Pues hombre,
Para decir...
nosotros ahora vamos a hacer la meditación. Después os la revisaré. Después haremos una pequeña explicación y después cenaremos sobre las 6:30, 7 la cena. Entonces, pues la hora de cenar puede ser buena, que se venga y cene también con nosotros y luego si quiere que se quede a la explicación del
Ok.
la última explicación del
Ok,
día.
entonces, después de la meditación le mando un texto.
Vale, perfecto. Will you be okay? Will you not be cold?
No, I'm okay. My feet are well from my shoes.
Here's the blanket.
No, my
It-
bottom of my feet.
No, but put yourself this here.
And there's, you can also
Yeah, and in a pillow, yeah,
that way your
here,
feet are sitting on top of the pillow,
Yeah,
so it's a
that's-
softer sit.
Mhm.
here.
Thank you.
You put your feet in this pillow, and then this on your feet.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
That will be okay, no?
Yes.
It's important when you sit down to meditate to find your comfortability. You have to be comfortable, stable, you have to be sure you are not going to be cold, so that you feel cozy, in other words. You have to feel cozy. In a vertical position, but cozy, not uncomfortable. Not supporting your body with your muscles, but allowing that your muscles get completely relaxed. Okay, so we start. Chamandaya Vicheche. Aim Krim Krim 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 Chamandaya Vicheche. Aim Shrim Krim Chamundaya Vichechem. 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 Aim Shrim Krim Chamandaya Vichecham. 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 Aim Shrim Krim Chamandaya Vichechen. 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 Aim Hrim Krim Chamandaya Vichechen. I start repeating the mantra and you continue repeating it mentally taking your attention to the sound of your voice inside your head when it's repeating the mantra, letting all the variations happen. Gururajananda, 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 Gururajananda. Lascia Tillimani Iyana Prasutaya little by little and allowing you at least a minute, you bring yourself out of the meditation. Nice. So, half an hour for coffee and a coffee, tea, and we continue 5:30, right?
Tomorrow, I probably have to leave around 4:30. I'm concerned about driving at night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tomorrow by 4 o'clock,
Mm-hmm.
what is everything that has to do with meditation, we will have finished.
Okay,
Because at
fine.
4 o'clock, Michelle Clifton comes with the singing bowls.
Oh, okay, I may have
And
to
she's
leave.
doing the
Yeah,
singing
unfortunately.
bowls. So you can stay,
No, I think I'll leave.
but then if you leave at 4,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Okay, I think I'll do that.
So by 4 we have finished everything that has to do with the meditation techniques and everything.
Mhm.
So you didn't have any difficulty with the technique?
No, no.
Nice? The healing? You feel yourself well?
I feel more, my head feels more open,
More relaxed also?
you know.
Yeah, I can feel that your face is much more relaxed. If you look in the mirror, you will see. So 5:30 we continue.
Okay. Do I feel very tense to you?
No. Yeah. But now you are more relaxed.
Now, should I be working with a teacher? How does all of that work?
Sorry?
Should I be working with a teacher?
What does that?
Because Meryl keeps saying to me you should work with a teacher, and I'm very friendly with Abby,
Mhm.
who says to me that you really should work with a teacher, and I'm not quite sure what that's about.
Well, work with a teacher, basically, I am teaching you.
Mhm.
Work with a teacher basically means apply what I teach you.
Mhm.
If you have any doubts, get back to me.
Mhm.
I will provide you an access to a website. I will give you the instructions tomorrow so that you can follow for 8 weeks.
Okay.
But the main thing of what we are learning is practicing it.
Mhm. Mhm.
And then obviously you can come every Tuesday. We have Yoga Nidra, which is a very good practice. And it has different stages,
What
so
time is
every
that?
Tuesday I do it at a different time, 7 p.m. And then Thursdays at 10 in the morning we have meditation, group meditation and satsang.
Mhm.
So you can come on Thursdays in the morning, and then Sundays at 11 we have group meditation and satsang.
I can continue Meryl on
And
Saturday.
you can continue marriage on Saturdays and on Wednesdays. So you could come every day of the week nearly to one place without missing a day for your meditation between Meryl and me. Good? No problem?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes, good.
So everything went well. No problem with the mantra, nothing.
Oh, no.
Good. So half an hour now for coffee, tea, feel at home. There's the coffee machine, the tea machine, there are teas, there are biscuits. I think there is chocolate, there is milk.
I feel like taking another nap.
And we start again at 5:30, right?
Will you be here tomorrow?
No, I'm just here for today.
No,
But isn't this is all old hat for you, isn't it?
It's what?
Old hat?
Yeah. Yeah, because what I was telling you is that, so I've studied yoga philosophy and obviously yoga for the teacher trainings that I did, but I've studied with different teachers and different styles of yoga. So that's why this is so comprehensive. And it's a deeper, for me, I know it is a deeper, so while everything is good, those are all branches, and this one brings it all in together.
This meditation.
Yeah.
No.
And the mantra, there's many mantras. I have a mantra that I got. There's have you heard of Amma? She's a guru. She's a international guru, and she
Oh, I think they talked about it.
she goes all over the world and she gives hugs
She
and
moves following.
yeah, people can go to her and get a hug or a mantra. So I listen to, in general, I just listen to mantra music all the time, or soft music or mantra music. And in Los Angeles, I was with a group of my friends, they're all yogis, but they're bhakti, so that's the chanting, the devotional one, with the music, and they chant Hare Krishna, or they chant other Sanskrit mantras. And that practice is devotional, but it's all, I think you're going to learn about that. He already mentioned it, the 3 yogas. The bhakti yoga is the devotional yoga. Did he mention it yesterday? Then you're going to learn it tomorrow. He might teach it right now, or he might teach it tomorrow. So those are just 3 those are the main branches. And so the people that I've studied with, they're all those different branches. And here, it's one thing. And
When you say one thing, what do you mean?
it brings everything together.
Oh, I see. Okay. It's unifying.
It's unifying, and like you said, if you're Catholic, it'll make you a better Catholic. If you do Kundalini yoga, which is a yoga very much heavy on kriyas and breathing exercises and mantras and practices, like physical practices, not the yoga that you know that's similar to Pilates. That's a different. The Kundalini yoga is doing like this while you're doing breathing exercising and you're doing meditation with your eyes closed, with your body, just something.
So it's an
That's very energetic and very quick acting, but I think that's advanced because people have, in the Kundalini circle, they say, oh, it's not dangerous, but I have seen it does do a shift in your mind quickly. So I wouldn't recommend
So what happens?
Some people, they can't, like, it's kind of like it makes you flighty. Like you no longer feel like you're in your body, or you no longer feel like you're in that same awareness that you had of yourself and your body or your
So
surroundings.
it's kind of destabilizing.
Yeah, to some people.
Do you think it has something to do with blood pressure?
I know. It could be physical, but I think it also could be because you're activating those different parts of your body, those energy fields. And Kundalini yoga is trying to waken up the dormant energy that we all have inside of us. And so if you wake it up, you don't know how to manage that, how to manage that kind of energy that we all have. So for that, I think it's very necessary to work with a teacher or to be careful with it. Even though I practice it, but I don't practice it like on a regular basis also. I just do like the simple meditations of how to center the mind, for example, so, something like that, or listen to the mantra, but not.
So what do you do every day in terms of your practice?
I do my own meditation. I just sit and I meditate. Sometimes it will be a mantra, and like I said, since I play mantra all the time, that keeps you in a like in a hypnotic state. And I don't want to say hypnosis as in like someone gets hypnotized. If you think of hypnosis, I mean it in a way of like the people that are so concerned with money, for example, they're always thinking how they're going to make more money. They're always thinking that time is money. I got to do this and I got to do this business. Their mind is acting in that way, and it's like it's not a mantra, but it's like they're hypnotized in that.
I mean, they can't control it.
And they're just in that. And that's all their world, and that's all they're thinking about. And so the mantra that I play is just mantra to clear the mind, to not be so attached to all the worrying and all the things, because you're filling up your mind with sound vibration rather than the worrying and the words and the chatter in your mind. That's why I play mantra. And for me, meditation.
When you say play mantra, do you mean music?
Music, yeah.
Okay.
Music. Music with the Sanskrit. Some of it is in a language called Gurumukhi of the Sikh.
So I could go on the website and get some CDs and stuff like that.
You could go on Spotify and pull a lot of that music easier on Spotify, because you can just connect everything and play that, and that's how I keep my mind from the chatter. But mainly the meditation is for me. It's like going home. I don't know if you can.
Well, I think it probably
Makes you-
means that you're getting into